Hey, scientists discover a heightened toxicity risk for children with autism and ADHD, and it all has something to do with a plastic additive called bisphenol. But what's really interesting about this is how it's affecting these children, or more specifically, how their bodies are breaking it down, and how their bodies breaking it down is affecting them, which is just amazing. Hello, and welcome back once again to another episode of Focus. I hope you're having an amazing Saturday so far, and just another run up to our happy Easter. Scientists discover a heightened toxicity risk for children with autism and ADHD. The number of people being diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder, or ASD, and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD, has risen sharply in recent decades, and research continues to delve into the factors involved in these conditions. A study revealed there's a difference in how children with autism or ADHD clear the common plastic additive bisphenol A, or BPA, compared to neurotypical children. BPA is used in a lot of plastics and plastic production processes and can also be found inside food and drink cans. However, previous research has also linked it to health issues involving hormone disruption, including breast cancer and infertility. Researchers from Rowan University and Rutgers University in the US looked at 3 groups of children: 66 with autism, 46 with ADHD, and 37 neurotypical kids. In particular, they analyzed the process of glucuronidation, a chemical process the body uses to clear out toxins with the blood through urine. They found that kids with ASD and ADHD couldn't clear out BPA, and another similar compound called diethylexyl phthalate, or DEHP, with as much efficiency as other kids, potentially leading to longer exposure to the toxic effects. Detoxification of these 2 plasticizers is comprised in children with ASD and ADHD, wrote the researchers in their published paper. Consequently, their studies are more exposed to these 2 plasticizers. It was only in the case of BPA that the difference was statistically significant, though. The efficiency was reduced by about 11% for kids with ASD and 17% for kids with ADHD, compared with the control group of children, which was the 37 neurotypical or normal children. The researchers think that gene mutations in certain individuals means that BPA can't be cleared as well as it needs to be, which means the substance sticks around in the body, potentially could cause damage in terms of neuron development and operation. Conditions like ASD and ADHD are thought to be brought on by a combination of genetic and environmental influences, and this study brings together both of them. However, it's only part of the story. Not every child with a neurodevelopment disorder had problems flushing out BPA, so there are other factors at play too. Work is continuing to identify how exactly ASD and ADHD develop in people, whether it's in utero before birth, for example, or later on in life. As the data isn't enough to show whether BPA exposure causes either disorder, there is an extensive body of epidemiological evidence for a relationship between neurodevelopment disorders and environmental pollutants, such as plasticizers, the researchers wrote. How important plasticizers originated neurodevelopment disorder is in the overall occurrence of these disorders is not known, but it must account for a significant proportion, or would not have been so easy to detect in a metabolic study of moderate size, such as this study. The research was published in PLOS One, or PLOS One. But like I said, Earth is amazing. Not just the places, not just the animals, but the people. I mean, a genetic disorder that prevents people from flushing out plastic when it's becoming such a problem to begin with. It might mean that this plastic thing could affect others more than most. Like I said, don't let this turn into another climate change scare. Everyone thinks it's pretty real right now. Anyway, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Focus. Take care. Okay, thanks for sticking around for another section or thoughts and facts section. It's only because I'm a little excited about this one. I'm sorry, but it's quite interesting to me. But before I go any further, autism, or autism spectrum disorder, or ASD, is a development disability caused by differences in the brain. People with ASD often have problems with social communication and interaction, and restricted or repetitive behaviors or interests. People with ASD may also have different ways of learning, moving, or paying attention. And ADHD, people with ADHD may have trouble paying attention, controlling impulse behaviors, may act without thinking about what the result may be, or be overly active. Although ADHD can't be cured, it can be successfully managed, and some symptoms may improve as the child ages. So, I find it quite fascinating that there could be a genetic defect, or they believe it might be, that could affect a person's body in a way to prevent it from processing plastic. Now, the reason why I find this interesting is because obviously we have evolved, or so the story goes, over millions of years, and plastic was at no point a part of our evolutionary process. At no point in stage were our bodies exposed to it. And you could say yes, maybe slowly over the years, maybe they could have had oil spills or something else that contributes to the chemical makeup of plastic that could have allowed people to develop a genetic, we call it a defect now, but a genetic advantage that probably kept them alive millions of years ago. So whereas, I don't know, their bodies would have been exposed to it then, I don't know, preventing their bodies from processing it kind of means it would stay within their guts and be able to be expelled easier. But even then, saying that their body has a problem processing it, does that mean it can't break it down? Or it does break it down? And the reason I say it like that is because obviously if our body, or when our body processes things, it does not come out looking the same way. But when our body doesn't process something, vice versa, it does still come out. So what I'm saying is, I find it interesting that there could be a defect that is literally preventing them from either one, which is both processing it, which would allow it to seep into the body more. But bear in mind that microplastics are less than 1/1000th of an inch thick and can pass through and penetrate the cell membrane. But it's for the fact that their bodies are not letting it even escape, which I'm guessing through, obviously not defecation, but urination. And obviously the signs and symptoms are unknown, but if that is the case, I mean, it might be even misdiagnosed when these children grow older, and what could be called kidney stones or bladder stones may in fact be plastic particles caught up in this child's system. But it highlights the fact that plastic is becoming a real problem. But not only that, bear in mind, I did do an episode where it has been discovered that plastics are in the placenta from birth. Now, me reading this article makes that previous article, or basically that previous knowledge makes this knowledge even more terrifying. And I'm sorry to say it like that, but it does. And the reason it does is because if from the womb children, and bear this in mind, this is proven right now, every child born from this point forward is going to have plastic in their blood. It is going to be passed on to them from their mothers, from the placenta. Now, I'm emphasizing on the placenta because the placenta is meant to be not only nourishment for a developing child, but it's also meant to act as a filter. It's meant to keep out many of the toxins that could cause damage to a fetus or a developing fetus. So, for the fact that plastic has been found in the placenta and it has been detected from, and the amount detected in it was over the 8-month period, which isn't long in life. And over the 8-month period, I think they discovered that it contained either 2.5 or 3 grams. I might be off, maybe 2 or 3 grams, but as far as I'm concerned, over the course of 8 months, that's a significant amount. Now, I know there are screenings that can be done during or throughout pregnancies that can detect whether or not a child would be at risk of having some of these disorders. I'm not pretty sure if it's ADHD or ASD. I'm not sure if that can be detected from birth. I know Down syndrome and some others can be detected from birth, and tests like that are carried out. But I think some of them do pose certain risks. But I digress. It's because if children with these disorders are affected from or with plastic from birth or from before birth, I covered it like that. It's weird and confusing and just downright wrong when you think about it. But before a child has even truly entered into this world, they are already exposed to plastic from within the womb. So for children who have ADHD, who are born with it, or even if they develop it after birth, the reality is that their bodies will already be infected or contaminated or polluted with plastic. And as the article said, the fact that their bodies can process it means that it is within their bodies for a longer time. And as I covered, plastic breaks down. The longer it's in there, it breaks down further, which could lead to further detrimental effects for future children. I'm sorry, as always. For me, it's a touchy subject because it's the future. It's our children. Not just the future of the species, not just the future of humanity, not just the future of a nation, the future of our planet. And as they say, children are the future, right? So if we're not worried for them now, when are we going to be? But like I said, our history is pretty vast and we're making it pretty fast. Not all of it so good. But thanks for tuning in once again to another episode of Focus. Take care. And have a great pre-Easter Saturday. Take care. For links to the articles, check out the episode description. If you want to leave a comment, check out the trailer description for the email address. For topics like these and more, check out future episodes. Like I said, the world is an amazing place. There's a lot going on, and sometimes we just need to take a moment to focus.